I have a new article in Out Magazine about Tariffs 101 and 3 things queer people might want to do to prepare. The tariff tantrums continued last week when President Trump threatened a 200% duty on wine and champagne imported from the European Union. First, a quick primer on tariffs so you know what the hell's going on. Tariffs are an import tax placed on goods coming into the US from other countries. They've been around since 1789, when America invented them, which is so on brand for this country. Tariffs are also kind of confusing, which makes them great fodder for the misdirection that makes up so much of today's politics. In the short term, they often jack up prices. Your vodka soda, for example, might cost 60% more in the not too distant future. President Trump's argument is that when tariffs were heavily leveraged at the end of the 19th century, America was at its richest. This argument has several flaws. We're way more productive as a country now than we were back then. Over 7 times more gross domestic product than 1900 after adjustments for inflation. Also, we have this thing called electricity now, so it's tough to make a quality of life comparison to how things were 150 years ago. Nevertheless, it is what it is. Tariffs are rolling out. Groceries are still expensive, and the White House is basically a Tesla showroom now. So queer people should be proactive about taking care of themselves and one another to weather the storm. Here are a few action steps to consider. First, know that tariffs may have an effect on products like alcohol, gasoline, and new housing in the near future. Remember that it's the US company that pays the tariff, not the exporting company. So if the US company continues business as usual and starts paying that tariff, they'll pass that cost down to the consumer and prices go up. If your zodiac sign is Doomsday Prepper, consider stocking up the pantry so you're not rationing bubbly anytime soon. Second, remember that the current tariffs against Canada and Mexico include steel and aluminum. So if you were thinking about purchasing a car, you might want to do that this year too. A car engine is shipped to both countries during its build-out process, and analysts project the 25% Trump tariff on steel and aluminum would translate to a price hike of about $3,000. Third, keep in mind that some companies will become less profitable or unprofitable, which can lead to layoffs, so it would also be good to save extra cash in the event you encounter an unexpected work change. Things are turbulent for LGBTQ people right now, so it's time to educate ourselves on economic principles and get tough. When you feel informed, you feel empowered, and that's an important feeling to cultivate as we navigate the rocky road ahead. Follow for more commentary on economics and queer culture.